What? Paramount Pictures canceled Friday the 13th? Today I'm going to tell you guys why I'm really not that broken up about it, and how we as horror fans can make sure that the movies we love make it to the big screen. Hey, I'm Gory B Movie, and I'm a horror addict. And as you might know, I love Jason. But I gotta say, I'm not sure that a new Friday the 13th movie would have been good for the franchise or the horror genre. See, here's what happened. Friday the 13th was planned to be a big budget studio release from Paramount Pictures, the same studio that brought us Rings a week ago. Unfortunately, Rings didn't bring in the money they wanted it to, and studios have to play it safe. They have a lot of investors that are counting on them to make a profit. So when they have a film that doesn't do well, they get nervous and they pull the plug on anything that they think might suffer the same fate. If you ask me, Jason is a much bigger draw for theatergoers than Samara. What annoys me is that Paramount announced the new Friday the 13th film before they even had a story. Paramount didn't care about making a good movie. They wanted to capitalize on an already established name because they were too lazy to come up with an original idea. And it's not just Paramount. The same can be said about most of the major studios. The vast majority of horror films coming to theaters this year are reboots, sequels, and adaptations. And those can be fun films, but they're very rarely great films. It was because of the sequel boom of the late 80s and early 90s that horror was nearly run into the ground. We had so many bad sequels in popular franchises like A Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th that audiences got tired of seeing them. Critics and fans alike started to wonder if the horror film was dead. And then Scream happened. It was a fun, new take on horror that completely reinvented the genre. Director Wes Craven broke the rules. He was a renegade like so many great horror filmmakers are. And at its best, that's what horror is. It challenges us. It breaks the rules. It doesn't play it safe. The same can be said about horror fans. We embrace this genre that mainstream audiences fail to understand or appreciate, and that's why we shouldn't give into the studio hype. We should demand great stories and not allow Hollywood to manipulate us with half-baked ideas. Don't just hand them your money. Demand that they treat these horror icons we love with care, that they produce films that take risks and push boundaries, that they bring in filmmakers with passion and vision. Because at the end of the day, your dollar is your vote. And we're not limited to Hollywood films. Independent and foreign filmmakers have produced some of the best horror out there. So cast your vote wisely, because when we put our money into horror, we determine what horror films get made, whether it be a new Friday the 13th sequel or something new and original like It Follows or The Babadook. Well, that's all I have for you guys and girls today. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, hack that thumbs up button and I'll try to make more videos like this in the future. And if you're new here, subscribe and ring that notification bell. We've got a lot of great videos planned that we can't wait to share with you. Thanks for watching!